Welcome back to Paint the Frontline, and I have returned. I know it's been a while since my last upload, and I have reasons, but in today's video, we're going to be staking skulls to the Deathguard power packs. And I'm doing this because I liked the aesthetics of skulls staked to the power packs, like the Corn Berserkers, and just, it's a chaos thing in general. And the Deathguard didn't really have that, which I didn't really enjoy, so I'll be fixing that. So the tools I'm going to be using for today's video is some plastic glue, super glue, a drill bit, some pliers to cut some armature wire, the skulls that will be staked from the Citadel skull kits, a piece of armature wire to represent the stake. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the power pack and the drill bit, and I'm going to determine where I want the stake. And I want it right in the middle, so I'm going to drill right through the middle of the power pack. And I'm going to go until I think it's deep enough where it'll hold strong. So this can depend, or if I think it's deep enough, I'll just stop it. Yeah, we'll continue. And I think it's good. So just clear out some of the stuff. And I'm going to be using the super glue next. Yeah, super glue, my bad. And I'm going to be just putting a little dot into the hole. Oh, that was not a little dot. Anyways, I'm going to take the piece of armature wire next and stab it in for it's nice and strong. And I'm going to let that dry. After that's had time to dry, I'm going to be taking the skulls next to stake them on. I'm going to start with one that does not have a bottom jaw, for it can sit flush onto the power pack, for it doesn't wriggle around like this. And it will work fine if it's just one with a bottom jaw, but I just prefer one without a bottom jaw. After you're done, you should have the skull looking like this, a hole right down the middle of it. So next, I'm going to put it onto the power pack stake to make sure it fits, because if you put super glue in it and then try to slide it down, it will dry like midway through, and then you'll have a skull stuck through it. So I'm going to slide it down, and once I find a good position I like, and this is facing the Plague Marine's head, if I take a body of it, you can see what I'm aiming for. Yeah. So once I find the nice place, I'm going to then take super glue, and I'm going to put it near the pole and where the skull meets. And then what I'm also going to do is, with that plastic glue, I'm going to glue the skull to the power pack to make it even a stronger bond. And then I'm gonna drill holes through these two skulls too. So once the bottom skull's dried and you've drilled through the holes of the second, you can add them on. So I'm gonna take the one with a crooked jaw and put him sort of at an angle, which explains why his jaw's like that. So we're going to take him. I'm going to slide him down. I'm going to make his jaw kind of hit at an angle. And then we're going to add super glue. And then we're going to go back to plastic glue and glue the little connection right there to make it even stronger. And then we're going to do the same with the other skull. So we're going to slide it down. And then something like that. Super glue. And plastic glue. There we go. And then we're going to clip off the excess wire, or you can leave it up if you want a large pole. But I'm going to leave about that much left. And there we go. I'm going to let that dry. And once it's dry, we should have it like this. And now we can glue the power pack to the Deathguard model. So we're going to take the plastic glue, and we're going to glue it on. And there we go. The Deathguard with staked skulls. And I really like this. I think it fits the aesthetic of the Deathguard and just what they're about. Death. And I think that's really cool, good looking. Yeah, And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I know it was a short video, but yeah, I still just hope you enjoyed. Bye!